Every once in a while, a simple story emerges that captures the hearts of people across a vast nation. It's the story of Albert Cabales, known to many as America's favorite bus driver. His journey begins far from the bustling streets of New York or the sunlit avenues of Los Angeles. Instead, it starts in the vibrant archipelago of the Philippines, where the values of hard work, family, and community are deeply woven into the fabric of daily life. Albert was born in a small town in the Visayas, where the scent of mango trees mingled with the ocean breeze, and neighbors greeted each other like family. Like many Filipinos, he grew up with a spirit of resilience. Life wasn't always easy, but laughter was plentiful, and dreams were never in short supply. As a boy, Albert would watch the colorful jeepneys rumble down the narrow streets, their drivers waving cheerfully at passengers. Even then, he was fascinated by the idea of helping people get where they needed to go. Little did he know, one day he would do just that, on the other side of the world. In his early 20s, Albert made the life-changing decision to move to the United States. The transition was not without its challenges. He missed the warmth of home, the familiar flavors of adobo and sinigang, the chatter of family gatherings. But with each passing day, he found a new rhythm in his adopted country. He worked odd jobs, often rising before dawn. No task was too small. He delivered newspapers, washed dishes, and stocked supermarket shelves, always with a smile and an unshakable optimism. Eventually, Albert found his calling behind the wheel of a city bus. At first, it was just a job, steady work, a reliable paycheck. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into years, something remarkable happened. Albert's cheerful greetings, infectious laughter, and genuine concern for his passengers began to stand out. People noticed. Commuters who once dreaded the daily grind soon found themselves looking forward to their morning ride, just for a chance to see Albert and hear his signature, "Good morning po!" a nod to his Filipino heritage. Albert's bus became more than just a vehicle. It was a moving community, a safe haven, and sometimes a stage for acts of kindness. He remembered the names of regular riders, asked about their families, and offered a listening ear to those having a tough day. If a child was nervous about their first day of school, Albert would offer words of encouragement. If someone missed their stop because they were lost in thought, he'd gently remind them and reassure them it was okay. Stories about Albert's kindness began to spread. At first, it was just in the neighborhood, passengers telling their friends about the bus driver who brightened their mornings. Then, local news caught wind of his reputation. A journalist wrote about how Albert decorated his bus with Filipino paroles during the holidays, inviting passengers to celebrate with him. Another story highlighted how he once stopped his route to help an elderly passenger who had dropped her groceries, patiently gathering each item and making sure she got home safely. Soon, social media amplified Albert's story. Passengers shared photos and videos of his daily greetings, his impromptu sing-alongs, and his heartfelt messages of hope. People from all walks of life, students, workers, tourists, and retirees, agreed on one thing. Riding with Albert was the best part of their day. He became a symbol of positivity, a reminder that even in the hustle and bustle of American city life, a single person's kindness could ripple outward, touching lives in ways big and small. But Albert's journey was not just about spreading joy. It was also about bridging cultures. He wore his Filipino identity with pride, introducing American passengers to Filipino words, stories, and traditions. On special days, he'd bring homemade treats like bibingka or puto to share with riders. He taught children to say, "Salamat po," and explained the meaning of bayanihan, the spirit of communal unity that guided his approach to life and work. For Albert, being a bus driver was never just about following a route. It was about making each journey memorable, treating every passenger with dignity, and creating a sense of belonging. When asked about his secret, Albert would laugh and say, "It's simple, treat everyone like family. That's how we do it back home." As the years passed, Albert's impact grew. He received awards from the city for outstanding service, was invited to community events, and even featured on national television. Yet, through it all, he remained humble. He continued to wake up early, don his uniform, and greet each new day with the same energy and gratitude that had endeared him to so many. His story inspired other immigrants, especially fellow Pinoys, showing them that their heritage was something to be celebrated and shared. Parents pointed him out to their children as a role model, proof that you can make a difference no matter where you come from or what job you do. Albert became a living testament to the idea that greatness is not always found in grand gestures, but in the everyday acts of kindness that make life a little brighter for those around us. In a world often divided by differences, Albert Cabales brought people together, one bus ride at a time. He reminded us all that the journey matters just as much as the destination, and that sometimes the greatest heroes wear a uniform, drive a bus, and greet each day with a smile. So whether you're a regular on his route or someone who's only heard his story in passing, the lesson is clear. Kindness travels far. And thanks to Albert, America has not only found a favorite bus driver, but also a shining example of the values that connect us all, wherever we call home.